Good afternoon. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Ogemaw Heights graduating class of 2022. Please rise and join me in honoring America with the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated. It is my honor and pleasure as the principal of Ogemaw Heights High School to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2022. Before we begin, please join me in a moment of silence to honor the classmates, the family members, and the loved ones who we have lost along the way and cannot be here with us today. Though they no longer are with us physically, the positive impact they made on our lives and their memory will definitely continue to endure. Thank you. At this time, I would like to take a moment to honor all of the members of the armed forces, veterans, and first responder communities. Please rise so that we may recognize you. We truly appreciate your tireless dedication and commitment to keeping all of us safe and free. Thank you for your service. Senior year has always been a time of reflection. We were thinking back to when you were a freshman, when the school seemed so big, and you seemed so small. You maybe recently spent some time reflecting on friendships, athletic events, big assignments, your hopes, your dreams, your good times and some not so good times. I'm sure if you were to close your eyes right now, you could assuredly relive some of those memories. I can tell you as somebody who has had the opportunity to watch you grow and strive these last 4 years, the list of challenges was great, but the list of accomplishments was far greater. Every year, as I look out into our field of graduates, I think to myself, it doesn't get any better than this. The quality of graduates never ceases to amaze me. I can say with 100% certainty that your future is going to be bright because of your hard work and dedication. Let's now take a moment to recognize some of the unsung heroes who I'm sure are doing some time reflecting of their own, your parents. Seniors, I'm sure we can all agree that your parents were the glue that held everything together for the last 4 years. Let's give our parents a big round of applause. Parents, on behalf of the teachers, administrators, and the Board of Education, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be a part of the lives of your children as they travel down the path to adulthood. It has truly been our pleasure. The time, the work, and the love that you put into raising your children is clearly evident in the fine young adults that they have become. This is a significant accomplishment, and you have every reason to be extremely proud. I would also like to take the time to personally thank you for all of the support and the encouragement that you have given the school. Here at the West Branch Rose City Area Schools, we truly appreciate all you do to help Ogemaw Heights be a great place to work and learn. I will leave you today with a quote that I came across some years ago, and I found it strikingly simple but yet powerful. The quote is by General Douglas MacArthur, and it acknowledges the role that challenges and difficult situations play in preparing us for future successes. The quote is informally referred to as "upon the fields of friendly strife," and it goes like this. Upon the fields of friendly strife are sown the seeds that on other days, on other fields, will bear the fruits of victory. As you move on to college, the military, or enter the workforce, I encourage you all to take the inevitable challenges that will come your way and turn them into opportunities to prove to the world what we already know, that you are strong, you are intelligent, and you are uniquely prepared to meet any challenges that may come your way. Thank you again for a great 4 years. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the salutatorian for the class of 2022, Rowan Peace. Rowan is the daughter of Christina Lewis and Jeremiah Peace. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, varsity soccer, varsity basketball, and varsity volleyball teams. In addition to being a 12-sport athlete and the 2022 Female Athlete of the Year, Rowan was also the recipient of the Sophomore and Junior Academic Excellence Awards. Rowan is undecided in her choice of colleges, but wants to study marine biology. Rowan Peace, everyone.
Congratulations to the class of 2022. We should be proud to be here today given all the challenges we have faced in our 4 years of high school. As I began writing this speech, I found myself wanting to follow guidelines and speech writing recommendations. However, I quickly came to the conclusion that with such an extraordinary high school experience, I couldn't stick with the norm. I don't want to stand up here as an 18-year-old giving life advice when I truly know nothing about the journey I'm going to begin. Through high school, I found myself constantly preparing for the future, and after 4 years of contemplation, I've determined that living in the present and enjoying every moment is more important than worrying about the past or stressing about the future. This is the only advice I feel comfortable giving. As most of you may know, my parents aren't together and never really were during my childhood. Rather than using this as an excuse, I used it to my advantage. My mom taught me life lessons, manners, how to dress, and the alphabet, while my dad helped me learn compassion through my sister and introduced me to the sciences at a young age. Many may think that having two teachers as parents would cause stress and an overload of expectations through schoolwork. However, that was never the case, as my parents raised me to work hard, persevere through challenges, and find my own motivation. Even though it may seem cliche to provide so much thanks to your parents, I feel it would be wrong if we didn't. My parents' lives revolve around me and what I'm doing. They have based their every decision on how it would affect me, and I only aspire to be a fraction of the people that they are. Through high school, with all the math equations and writing techniques I've learned, the most important thing is to do what's best for you. And when you're happy with who you are, is when life is the most enjoyable. So with that being said, now that our time at 4HHS has come to an end, it's time to take the next step into our happiness and make the best of our years to come.
Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the valedictorian for the class of 2022, Savannah Wright. Savannah is the daughter of Joe and Crystal Wright. She is a member of the National Honor Society, the Youth Advisory Council. Savannah served 2 years as the Student Council class president. She played volleyball and varsity basketball, all while earning an AP Scholar Award and an All-State Honorable Mention in women's basketball from the Detroit Free Press. She is also the Optimist Essay winner and a recipient of the Sophomore and Junior Academic Excellence Awards. Savannah plans to attend Central Michigan University to study orthopedic surgery. Savannah Ward, everyone.
First, I'd like to thank the school administration, including teachers, coaches, and school staff, for your commitment to helping me and my classmates achieve this significant accomplishment. Next, I would like to thank my parents for showing me what it means to work hard and teaching me that no dream is too big. Lastly, I'd like to thank my brother for being my greatest supporter. We're all gathered here today to celebrate one of the most exciting times of our lives, graduation. Reflecting on the past 13 years, we've made countless memories that one day we'll be able to look back on with a smile on our faces and think, ah, the good old days. To elicit those feelings of nostalgia, I'd like to talk about a few memories we've made growing up. In our elementary days, we learned the fundamentals of reading and writing. We made new friends. We watched Bill Nye the Science Guy and thanked our teachers for extra recess time. Progressing to middle school, we ventured on field trips to Camp Timbers, museums, the skate place, and we even went skiing. We look back on the younger, simpler times of childhood, and we miss the comfort, carefree lifestyle, and we miss the lack of responsibility that comes with growing up. Our class of 2022 has made memories we'll be able to cherish forever. Not only this, but we've learned a few valuable lessons along the way. We have learned academic skills for sure, writing papers, solving equations, and learning pieces of history we will most likely never remember. I can attest, however, the life lessons we have learned are the most impactful. We've learned to adapt and change at a time in our lives that already possesses so many challenges. On a more technical level, we learned to do the Wordle every day at lunch, clap when someone tips their chair in the lunchroom, and we even learned not to sneak out the side door an hour early because we're just in online. Through it all, we've developed friendships, relationships, and connections that will last a lifetime. What the past few years has also shown us is that things don't always go as planned. If you would have told me 4 years ago that we would end up fighting over toilet paper, I would have told you that you're crazy. The pandemic has also shown us how to take unusual circumstances and make the most out of them, reminding us of what is important. As we face the next step, many of us will take different paths. Regardless of your path, we are facing a period of uncertainty. E. Cummings once powerfully stated, "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." We must embrace this change with optimism and enthusiasm for what the future holds for each of our journeys. Like the rest of my peers, I'm only just graduating high school and do not feel qualified to give accurate life advice. But as many of you know, I have the habit of stating my mind, whether or not you ask for it. So here are a few words of encouragement and some advice I've been given throughout my life. A family friend once told me, it is about finding happiness in the journey, not just the destination, that allows you to truly live. This was meaningful to me because its truth helped me take a step back and smell the roses and realize life is about enjoying the little things, living in the moment, and taking it one day at a time. Another piece of wisdom that has stuck with me is that sometimes when faced with adversity, it is best to look at something that appears to be big, but realize that in the big picture, it is actually something small. In the grand scheme of things, always keep in mind what matters most. The final piece of advice I'd like to share is from my own mother. Yes, Mom, I do listen to you sometimes. She told me, don't walk with the turkeys when you can fly with eagles. Even if that eagle must fly alone, that's okay too. We should surround ourselves with people who inspire us and push us to become the best versions of ourselves. Going forward, I hope each and every one of us can find something we are passionate about so we can all live happy, exciting, and successful lives. Know that measuring one's success is not done by looking at one's bank account or job. The real currency of life is happiness. Last but not least, thank you classmates for helping to create some of the greatest memories of my childhood. While our graduation may seem like the end, it is only the beginning and the best is yet to come. It has been an honor to stand before you today. Congratulations, class of 2022, we did it.
Thank you, Savannah. Nice job. Could I please have the senior members of the band please join the band at this time? Please enjoy the Ogemaw Heights Band's rendition of Blue Ridge Reel as directed by Mr. Mark Anderson. Thank you, Mr. Anderson and the band. This year's speaker is new to Ogemaw Heights, but not new to the school district. In her first year as assistant principal, she has far exceeded expectations by bringing positive energy to the school. Please welcome Ms. Tricia Ziegler.
Good evening. It is a pleasure and honor to stand before you today as your guest speaker. When I started this school year at Ogemaw Heights, I truly had no idea what to expect. I knew the majority of you from middle school and even some from elementary school, but that was years ago, and lots of things changed with time. Here are some things I noticed that did change. You got taller. Your voices didn't crack. You'd become more responsible and independent, and for the most part, you could open up your own lives. While those are all admirable changes to take note of, I was even more impressed by the things that did not change. For starters, your kindness. Throughout the year, I have witnessed each and every one of you be kind to your friends, your teachers, your coaches, students you don't know, and yes, even freshmen. The kindness that I have received from you is something that I treasure and will never forget. Your drive and determination. I mean, look at yourselves. You did it. You've had many challenges throughout your high school career that were far out of your control. You battled through each of them, and you've become stronger and more resilient because of it. You still made mistakes, but isn't that what life is all about? Stumbling, picking yourself up, learning and growing from it. And your smiles. You have the best smiles, and seeing them is truly the greatest part of my job. So with that, here is what I have to say to you today. Change is inevitable. In fact, it is the one thing you can count on to be a constant in your life. Embrace the changes that are about to come your way. Living on your own, starting college or trade school, entering the workforce, shipping out to basic training. All of these things are sure to bring about a significant amount of change to your lives. But with that change, continue to be kind to the people you encounter throughout your life. A wise man once said, "You can never go wrong being kind to someone else." Change hits us all at different times in our lives, and you never know what others may be going through. So continue to be kind, when it's easy and when it's hard. Keep the drive and determination you have developed over the years. If there is one sure way to guarantee success, it is through a lot of hard work. Don't stop working towards your goals, and once you've achieved them, make more. You have accomplished so much already. Carry that drive with you. Persevere through the hard times and bask in the glory of the good times, both of which will come with change. Don't stop making mistakes. Mistakes mean you are living life, that you are taking risks, being courageous, gaining wisdom, looking for new solutions, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Mistakes will be your greatest teacher. Accept the lessons that they teach you and make changes for the better. And lastly, don't ever stop smiling. Like I said earlier, change is inevitable, but use your smile to change the world. Don't let the world change your smile. In closing, I would like to thank you for helping me through one of the biggest changes in my life. Thank you for the kindness you've given me and others around you. Thank you for being leaders in the school and modeling for the underclassmen what drive and determination looks like. Thank you for making mistakes and for learning from them. In fact, I found myself wondering what I'll do with all my free time without some of you around next year. But most of all, thank you for your smiles. Congratulations, class of 2022. It is now your time to go out and change the world.
Thank you, Ms. Ziegler. Could I please have members of the choir, our senior members of the choir, please join the choir at this time? Please enjoy the Ogemaw Heights Choir's rendition of Seasons of Love, as directed by Miss Summer Page. Thank you, Miss Page and the choir. Nicely done. Somebody's got that song stuck in their head.
It's a good song.
At this time, please allow me to introduce Mrs. Gail Huey, the superintendent of the West Branch Rose City Area Schools. Mrs. Huey will officially present this year's graduating class to the Board of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Dellum, and good evening. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you to confirm the class of 2022 as graduates of Ogemaw Heights High School. I had the unique honor of welcoming most of our current graduates to our district many years ago as kindergartners to Sirline Elementary, as did Ms. Smith to Rose City School. In fact, you were our first kindergarten class as new principals. We practice being safe, kind, and ready at Sirline, and responsible, caring, and safe at Rose City Schools. With those words and actions firmly practiced, you moved on to the middle school, merging our communities to become one group, the Falcons. At last, you made it to Ogemaw Heights High School with confidence, strength, and determination. We have watched you grow, learn, and develop into amazing young adults. You are about to journey forth from here to share your skills and talents with the world. We couldn't be prouder. Congratulations, students. Congratulations also to the parents, family, and friends here tonight, and those that could not make it to our celebration but hold the graduates in their hearts. It is your partnership with us that makes this night possible. Thank you. Thank you to our administrators, teachers, staff, and school board for their hard work and dedication to our students. Countless hours of work go on behind the scenes. The planning and preparation for each lesson, each event may seem to go unnoticed, but we recognize those efforts tonight. Thank you, staff. On behalf of the staff, students, we continue to wish you nothing but the best in your very bright futures. Please remember to come back and visit us often. And now, students, please rise. As the superintendent of the West Branch Rose City Area Schools, I accept Mr. Doan's affirmation that the students before us have successfully completed all of the requirements set forth by the Board of Education. I now present you to our school board, the Ogemaw Heights High School class of 2022 for the presentation of diplomas.
You may be seated. Thank you, Mrs. Huey. Well, next up is the moment that we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. But before we do so, I would like to introduce to everyone our Board of Education. So on my right, which would be on your left, we have Mrs. Heather Kearns. Next to Mrs. Kearns, we have Mr. Phil Stevens. Next to Mr. Stevens, we have Mr. Gary Miller. Next to Mr. Miller, we have Ms. Peggy Zettel. Next to Ms. Zettel, we have Mr. Al Withers. And next to Mr. Withers, we have our board president, Mr. Scott Carter. Also, I want to recognize someone else that played a large role in putting this ceremony together, and that would be Miss Deb Marshall, right here. Deb Marshall. Miss Marshall's the best in the business when it comes to putting together a graduation. Thank you to her. All right, here to assist us with the presentation of the graduates is Mrs. Ogle.
Rowan Megan Peace. Savannah Sue Wright. Clint Telezik. Caden Christopher Reeds. Riley Joseph Laderman. Liam Douglas Danitz. Logan Whitney Loria. Dylan Jane Klingler. Markel Lynn Denstead. Eiley Irene Beck. Paige Marie Liddell. Brooklyn Marie Castleman. Caitlin Jo Ahern. Amber Christina Van Gotham. Alexandra Dittmar. Abraham Abez Gorney. Leo Bischoff. Joshua James Tolfree. Grayson Woods Petrie. Dane Matthew Villarreal. Isabel Diane Dearman. Chloe Ann Jones. Olivia Desiree Ward. Brianna Marie Macco. Cade Michael Suge. Connor Michael Benson. Lane Jordan Fernelius. Bryce Allen Zuttel. Garrett Ann Rose Mesrobian. Laureline Andre Ani Hooley. Marty Profitus Propina. Emma Ryan Krasinski. Jacob James Thompson. Ethan David Newbecker. Isabella Sarah Crawford. Paige Alexis Rydell. Keegan Lucas Riley. James Edwin Wade IV. Anthony Allen Ross. James Andrew Dematio. Emily Marie Schaefer. Kylie Marie Toshkoff. Joseph Howard Moore. Ethan Fraser Withers. Zoe Lee Brown. Madison Paige Morris. Lucas Thomas Kudamach. Joshua Jerome Wan. Audrey J. White. Claire Marie Hines. Lillian Rose White. Liviana Ryland Hodgins.
Isaac John Devine. Luke Matthew Weaver. Charles Joseph Clark. Mason Allen Tuzna. Stanley Stewart Malone III. Tatum Marie Newbecker. Megan Jean Kaiser. Jenna E. Prisoner. Alyssa Marie Kettner. Cassidy Lena Pertansky. Devin Thomas Sobey. Andrew Jacob Macias. Jake Liam Morrison. Kate Benjamin Mader. Dylan Thomas Belanger. Aiden Alexander Greer. Kelly Rose Luart. Lily Marie Boyard. Gary Michael Johnson. Lane Griffith. Connor Joseph Bierman. Fletcher James Thompson. Zoe Lynn Baxter. Natalia Laque Vela. Alejandra Escona Gutierrez. Delaney Lynn Quigley. Taylor Rose Craner. Anita Marie Coleman. Frank Remington Holstein. Amy Kathleen Daly. Bailey Levon Fallon. Emerson Murray Fenslow. Cassidy Ann Schaefer. Samantha Irene McQuiston. Hades Faye Griffith. Michael Hunter Pizzora. Richard Michael Karbowski. Isabel Marie Scott. Jacob Ryan Himsel. Brent James Inman. Brandon Thomas O'Farrell. Hannah Lee Jackson. Benny Lee Josephi IV. Claudia Scorcha. Nuria Fabrega. Robert Charles Crumble III. Cole Arthur Guan. Veronica Joanne Thomas. Ryan Richard Lee. Joseph Charles Leonard. Jacob Samuel Myers. Sandy Anna Olds. Lucas Giovanni Lopez. Anthony Michael Martin. Logan Joseph Newbecker. Haley J. Rieger. Jonna K. Nicole Locklear. Cora Catherine Wakefield. Michael Caleb Richards. James Thomas Krasinski.
Graduates, please rise. Could I please have the valedictorian and the salutatorian return to the podium for the turning of the tassels. Savannah Rowan, whenever you're ready. It is my pleasure to present to everyone the Ogemaw Heights High School graduating class of 2022.